morning. Here we are ready for English. Now, this page that you see on the screen, if your Nana is able, I'm going to post this on the Google Classroom, and if she's able, I'd like for her to print this page out for you because you're going to need it for today's lesson, okay? Now, it's really short lesson. Pretty much you're going to do it by yourself. I just wanted to show you what we're going to do. And remember, we're getting ready to write a compare and contrast essay, and we've been talking about what compare and contrast means. We've been talking about good paragraphs have a good topic sentence with no details. The details come in the paragraph under the topic sentence. We learned the parts to one. There's going to be 4 paragraphs, an introduction with no details, just an introduction, and then a compare paragraph, how they're the same, a contrast paragraph, how they're different, and then your conclusion, the paragraph at the end that kind of sums it all up. No details, only details come in the middle too. Now, remember I told you need to choose 2 things that are sort of the same and sort of different. It could be foods, it could be places, it could be people, it could be things, it could be animals, it can be seasons, anything that you can compare but yet you can contrast. They have some similarities and some differences, okay? So if you haven't thought of something, you're going to have to determine today what you're going to do, okay? All right, now on page 29 in your book, it shows us the 2 things we're going to do today on our own. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a T-chart, and your T-chart is on page 30. Now, so you'll probably need page 29 and 30 like out so you can see both. Now, on page 29, at the top, you see their T-chart? Okay, they chose to compare and contrast South Carolina and Nebraska. Okay, so they put the name of each on each side of their T-chart. Okay, and then they just wrote things that are true about this one, things that are true about this one. Some are the same, some are different, whatever. And then what they did was they circled everything that was the same and drew a line to it. See how they did that? And that left all the things that were different just separate. Okay? Then after they did that, and they wrote several things in there. Okay? I'd say probably about maybe 6, 7, 8 things on each side. Okay, more than that would be great. Doesn't have to be more than that, but at least 6, 7, or 8 things. Okay, because if you only put a couple on each side, then your essay is not going to be very long. You're not going to have a lot to write about. Okay, and then once they did the T-chart, then they used their Venn diagram. This is why you're going to need this. You're going to turn it the other way. In fact, let me see if I can turn it the way you'll need it. There we go. This is how you're going to use it, okay? So what they would do, you see what they did. On one side they put South Carolina, on the other side they put Nebraska, or whatever it is you're doing, okay? One title goes in each circle, not in the middle, okay? And then everything that was true only for South Carolina, they wrote over here. Whatever was true for only Nebraska was over here. And then all those things that they, up on their T-chart that they circled and combined, they drew lines to, went right here because this is where the circles overlap. So that means everything here in the middle is true about both states. This is what's the same. So it's organizing your thoughts. That's what you're doing today. All right, so at the very top of page 30, there's a pink or purple box, and it gives some examples of things that you could compare and contrast. You don't have to choose one of those. You can come up with your own thing if you want to, but they're just some ideas up there you can use, okay? All right, so if you have any questions, you know, if you can't remember what to do, look over at page 29 and see what this person did. It's real easy, and then you'll do one on your own, okay? Now, I would like to see your T-chart and your Venn diagram so that I can make sure you're on the right page and you're doing right, okay? And that way I can help you a little bit more when we come to rough draft, okay? All right, that's all for today.